So I have an announcement that I'd like to make. First, I wanted to talk about some really, really big news. I met two young people, I think it was a couple months ago, who said to me, can we give you this book? And I was like, no. And then I said, wait a minute, let me take that book. Yes. And what they said to me was that they were trying to get into the Bloomberg Challenge. And when I went through it, I was totally excited. And so they're here with us. Their proposal is called the Baltimore Resurgence Project. They are now one of 14 finalists of 300 cities from across the country who are competing for $1 million in funding. I understand there'll be at least 3 winners. We hope that they will be among them. But for them to have gotten to where they are today, I'm just proud of them and wanted to say thank you, because the goal of the Bloomberg Philanthropies Challenge is to foster creative collaborations, address civic issues, and support local economies with public art. And that's exactly what this project does. And so I was going to have one of our artists share a few words, but again say thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for stopping me and sharing with me your proposal, which I shared with BOPA, and they were very excited.
Awesome. Well, Mayor, thank you so much for listening to us and reading that proposal and giving us an opportunity to work with your office and all of your officers. This is a huge opportunity for Baltimore to really reconnect people with art and with nature in a meaningful way, to hopefully the real outcome is to address this thing called violence in the city. Through the art and the nature, we really want to give the people of Baltimore a place where they can come, relax, reflect on their lives and on the art, and really kind of be inspired and transformed. Thus the name Transformative Art Prize. So it's an opportunity that we're working hard right now on the phase 2 of the application, really trying to make sure we get it. And we're working with the Mayor's Office to do that in tandem with BOPA and the Mayor's Office of Criminal Justice. So keep your fingers crossed, but we really are hopeful, and we're putting our best foot forward. So thank you.
Thank you.
Your name and spelling, please.
My name is Elise Victoria. I'm the co-director of Arts and Parks, and the spelling is E-L-I-S-E. Last name Victoria, V-I-C-T-O-R-I-A.
This is also a sample, if you want to share some more. This is a sample of some of their work.
Can you talk about Justin?
Yeah, Justin is our arts director.
Hey, Ella. Yeah, this is the Cary Street Pocket Park. It was actually our first full-blown park on Cary Street between Riggs and Mosher over in Sandtown South. This is the Rose Street Community Garden, which we recently revamped with the project with BOPA, and did a big mural. This is over in Bocheck Park, where we did a whole host of landscaping and murals all over that neighborhood. And this is pretty much, we're kind of mapping out the idea for some of what we kind of want to do for this next project. So kind of envisioning what these artistic space-making opportunities will look like. So this is just like kind of an idea, a model for that. So.
Just give us your name and spelling, please.
Justin, and then my last name is Nethercutt. It's Nethercut.
Good. Boba, did you want to share anything?
No, we're just excited and can't wait for the answer in the fall.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Are you guys both from Baltimore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Living in Baltimore.
I have one other announcement. They'll find their way in here. Here they come. Everybody in? Right. Mm-hmm. So we believe that Baltimore really deserves employment opportunities that really lead to living and above wages. And so we've been working, trying to create apprenticeship programs where job opportunities really do exist. And so this partnership that we've developed with the Department of Labor Licensing and Regulation as well as Baltimore City Community College, has led to the Industrial Maintenance Mechanic Apprenticeship Program. And to talk a little bit more about that, I'm going to introduce Jason Perkins Cohen, as you well know, head of the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, still managing all of those young people that are still working this summer.
Still working.
Okay.
Good morning. Mayor Pugh, thank you so much for all that you do and the constant pushing, prodding, pulling on workforce development. Again, I'm Jason Perkins Cohen. I'm the director of the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. My friends behind me, this is workforce development at its finest. We began gathering a group of business leaders roughly a year ago. And we didn't gather them actually to create an apprenticeship program in industrial maintenance mechanic. We gathered them because they were acknowledging that there was a workforce development challenge, and we wanted to work with them to figure out what that challenge was and to solve it. And over the course of a year, over quite a few meetings, and I do want to acknowledge Mary Sloat, who really led those meetings, Assistant Director of Mayor's Office of Employment Development, we sort of wrung out what exactly that problem was, what that challenge was, and we created the Industrial Maintenance Mechanic Apprenticeship Program, which is led by the Baltimore City Community College. So it's a perfect public-private partnership that also involves the college. And what's really exciting about it is what we hear all the time from residents is, I don't just want a job, I want a career. And the great thing about this is it's not just a job. It's a career pathway. There's lots of entrance points. And you'll hear more about that in a minute. I do want to acknowledge our partners in this endeavor. And there's quite a few of them. It is Baltimore City Public Schools, Baltimore Convention Center, Baltimore City Department of Public Works. So again, you're hearing some of the public part of the partnership. Of course, you're going to hear it in a minute from the Dollar, the Division of Labor Industry, Division of Labor and Industry, Division of Labor Licensing and Regulation. Thank you. I only work with them every day. Johns Hopkins Bayview, Johns Hopkins University, Johns Hopkins Medicine. Of course, there's us, there's MedStar Health, Sagamore Development, University of Maryland Medical, Under Armour, and Veolia North America. That is significant. You don't often have these varied partners come together, again, to solve a workforce development issue. And for now, I'm going to now introduce Chris McClarion, who is the director of the apprenticeship program for Dollar. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I bring you greetings on behalf of Governor Hogan, Lieutenant Governor Rutherford, and Department of Labor Licensing and Regulation Secretary Kelly Scholes. Under the leadership of Governor Hogan and his entire administration, we have seen registered apprenticeship continue to expand across the state of Maryland. As Governor Hogan recently said, our administration is committed to supporting our local partners by providing the resources they need to succeed. It has been a true pleasure to be able to partner with Mayor Pugh, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, the Baltimore City Community College, and all of their amazing employer partners, who Jason just mentioned, but including Veolia and Johns Hopkins, to help create this apprenticeship program for the occupation of industrial maintenance mechanic. Through this extraordinary partnership, the Baltimore City Community College will become the first community college in Maryland to sponsor a competency-based registered apprenticeship program, which will allow apprentices to achieve their journey worker status as they demonstrate mastery of their skills through the craft, through means other than solely acquiring a predetermined number of hours of on-the-job training and through related classroom instruction. This creates a win-win for both the employers and the apprentices, allowing the opportunity for the apprentices to advance on the job quicker through the mastery of their skills and their competencies, while also providing the employer access to a higher skilled workforce at a potentially quicker rate. Registered apprenticeship has proven itself to be the premier way for employers and for the industry to train and attract a pipeline of workers. And apprenticeships are vital in ensuring that each and every worker is qualified with the skills that they need to succeed for both the apprentice as well as for the business. So with that, I will say thank you again to Mayor Pugh, to all of her staff, to the Baltimore City Community College, and to each and every one of these great employer partners who have committed to creating that pipeline of workers through the time-tested strategy of registered apprenticeship. Thank you, and with that, I will turn it over to Dr. James Johnson, the interim president for Baltimore City Community College. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Chris, C-H-R-I-S, last name McClarion, M-A-C, capital L-A-R-I-O-N as in November. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So as a starting point, it's James Johnson, J-A-M-E-S. Anyway, I think you have it. I'm the interim president at Baltimore City Community College. Thank you, Madam Mayor, for your partnership and steadfast support of Baltimore City Community College. At Baltimore City Community College, we are continually looking for new and innovative ways to better serve our students, our city and state government, and the Baltimore business community. The Industrial Maintenance Apprentice Program provides a way to quickly and efficiently move from the classroom to the workforce. It is not just for our students, it is for employees of companies that have students that are going to participate in the program. So it's truly a partnership. The program also delivers Baltimore businesses with well-trained mechanics ready to enter a high-demand field. Baltimore City Community College is undergoing a revitalization, and workforce development is one of the pillars of our efforts. By partnering with the local business community to provide job-ready employees, we are positioning the college as a change agent in the city. As we move forward, we are committed to student success with a focus on preparing our graduates for a four-year degree as well as job placement. Thank you, Mayor, for allowing us to be a part of this program.
Thank you. Plus, you're housing our 500 some odd students this fall.
We're taking good care of them.
And you've been taking good care of them this summer. So I was going to ask Matthew Ware, President of Energy Operations, South Region, Viola, North America, to share a few words with us.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So, thank you, Mayor Pugh and Director Perkins-Cohen, for your leadership and for being such wonderful partners with Veolia. Thanks to everyone who is here today for supporting this vital program. Veolia North America is extremely proud to be part of the apprenticeship program. Representing Baltimore businesses, we are excited to participate in an employer-driven concept to build our workforce. We're happy to see our commitment to and investment in the City of Baltimore and its people come to fruition through this program. The Mayor's Office of Employment Development has done an outstanding job taking the lead in supporting Baltimore City Community College's state-approved apprenticeship curriculum. Like many companies today, Veolia is facing the challenge of an aging workforce. What we do, providing critical energy and environmental services, is not glamorous, but it is an incredibly important and necessary job to ensure cities have clean water, reliable electricity, and a safe, sustainable way to dispose of waste. It's important work. What's more, it provides strong wages and a career. Partnering with the Mayor and the MOED, Veolia and a number of Baltimore organizations such as Johns Hopkins, Under Armour, and others have worked together to develop this apprenticeship program. Through this program, we are hoping to train the next generations of workers to maintain and manage critical infrastructure. While there is regular talk of rebuilding and improving our nation's infrastructure, we as a nation are falling behind in attracting, training, and retaining employees to keep our country's services operating. This program, being launched today, will address this shortfall by developing a strong workforce for the future. The program fits critical needs of businesses in the Baltimore area. Veolia is grateful for the chance to work with other Baltimore employers, the city, and the state, and we sincerely appreciate the Ministry of Employment Development's work in making this a reality. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you. Jason, I think you may have some other folks you want, the chairperson of your board.
Sure. I'd love to introduce Yariela Kerr-Donovan, who, among other things, is the chair of the Baltimore Workforce Development Board.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you to our partnership here in regards to the industrial maintenance mechanic apprenticeship. It is a phenomenal effort and collaboration, public-private, which is very important to the support and advancement of our Baltimore workforce. We've worked a long time to kind of bring this apprenticeship together, and I'm thrilled by the opportunity to help our Baltimore residents gain access, preparation, and opportunity to a career pathway that provides family livable wages. And I'm thankful to the mayor for her never-ending, tireless support of our residents, and especially in the space of workforce development. As chair of the Baltimore Workforce Development Board, as you can imagine, in our partnership with the city, Jason and Mary, This is something that we and all of our employer partners and community-based organizations and post-secondary educational institutions like Baltimore City Community College keep at the forefront of our minds every day, trying to make sure that our workforce development support is cohesive, comprehensive, and provides easy access for our residents to develop the skills they need to pursue the careers they want and serve our employers who have the jobs that they need filled. And we want to fill them locally. We're looking to our residents to fill the openings that we have, and they are our first priority. As an employer, I serve as the Senior Director for Strategic Workforce Development for Johns Hopkins Medicine. We are thrilled to be a part of this effort, not only in this public and private partnership, but this collaboration in what one would say as an energy-focused apprenticeship, but we're in healthcare. So the beauty of this is twofold in that it transcends industry sectors. We have needs for this type of work in healthcare, as we find in other industries. And I think this apprenticeship can be a prototype for other careers that transcend industry sectors, that provide access, opportunity, and preparation for our Baltimore City residents to fill the jobs that we have here in Baltimore. So I am just thrilled beyond words and excited by this opportunity and thankful to our mayor, our Mayor's Office of Employment Development, Baltimore City Community College, and our apprenticeship dollar, this full collaboration for the work that we're doing to serve our residents, who are our top priority. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Excuse me, Madam Mayor. I have a question about Youth Works, which I'm not sure if it would be for you or for Jason, but we've had a couple parents contact WMAR saying that their kids have been paid where their money has gone into their account, but there's a problem with the card to actually accessing the money where they're not getting paid. I was just curious if you'd heard anything about that, and if so, what your thoughts are about that.
Sure.
Get paid.
Yeah. So again, YouthWorks is a very unique program for anywhere in the state. We have roughly 8,500 kids who are offered employment at over 700 work sites. So we're one of the largest employers in the city. Most of the young people are paid through a pay card. They can opt out and still be paid by a check. In the great majority of cases, everything was smooth. Some kids are calling, they don't know how to access their cards.
Correct.
This is a learning experience for them, so they're learning what we've learned about with our own bank cards. And any issues that have been resolved, any issues that have taken place, we've generally been able to resolve within one business day.
Sorry, go ahead. You were out of the way.
So are you disappointed in any way that that's happening?
No, I think, first of all, we said early on, this is the first time we've done this program. So no, there's no disappointment here. You know, it's a learning curve for some of the young people and their parents who've not had these kinds of cards before. And so we're working, and as he said, we're resolving every single last one of them. So a lot of it requires more steps than others may require in terms of learning how to access. And then even when we went through the training program for the young people, they were given training. You know, everybody needs, some folks need additional assistance, and we're willing to provide that.
Some may just feel disappointed in terms of like they're putting in a day's work and not getting a day's pay. So not necessarily placing blame, but I just want to.
No, let's be real clear. They're not putting in a day's work and not getting paid. They are getting paid. Their money goes onto the card. Accessing the card is part of the problem that they've had, and so we're helping them to learn how to access the card. We gave them training in the very beginning. Some folks may not have remembered the entire process, but we're continuing to work with them, and they're all getting paid.
So the ones who have concerns, what would you want to say to them?
They're all getting paid. If you need additional assistance on how to access your card, contact Jason at the Office of Employment Development, and we'll make sure that we assist you individually and collectively.
I had a question about a different program related to YouthWorks, though. The This Is Working program, I know that Councilman Cohen and Councilman Burnett both partnered with YouthWorks on that. I was just wondering, what is the nature of the partnership? Is it financial support? Is it just sort of LOED is providing that kind of backup for it?
Yeah, it's a partnership, so we're happy to work with Councilman Cohen, Councilman Burnett, other councilmen as well. They, like others, help to find employers out there and their employers themselves who might be willing to host a young person. In some cases, they're all youth workers, so they're either on our payroll, like the other 8,500 or so, or they're on the employer's payroll, which again is part of YouthWorks as well, but they're really within the YouthWorks umbrella.
So whatever pay that that YouthWorks was paying for them, not the private sector employees, but the employees working for the government sections, I guess, for this working program, they're getting paid under YouthWorks. Is that correct?
So let me just, with YouthWorks, some young people are employed in the private sector. If you're in the private sector, typically the employer is paying the wage, but they can pay it in one of two ways. They can put them directly onto their own payroll, which is fine with us, or they can choose to have them on the city's payroll and write a check to the city foundation covering their salary. We're agnostic as to which of those options they choose, and within This Is Working, there's some in the private sector, and some have them on their own payroll, and some have them on our payroll. But then there's also a group within This Is Working that are just in public or nonprofit sites, and they're on our payroll.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Any other questions for me?
I had a question here with regards updating the development at Lexington Market. It's been kicked around for a couple of years now. There was DOE awarded some design money 6 months ago. Have you had any conversations with the Lexington Market?
No, I have not with the public board. You know, the Lexington Market is operated by the public board, and so that is handled by the public market board. We support it, and we'll continue to work with them, but no.
Do you have any update on the search for police commissioner?
No, not yet. We've probably gotten, I think, over 10 applications. Yep. Okay, thank you, everybody.
The bike lanes thing for the...
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't gotten to it yet?
Haven't gotten to me yet. Okay,
Mayor,
thank you. Nothing's gotten to me yet. Yes.
I want to see if you could speak on the BOE approving money to pay for gender change surgery.
Yes, we did.